It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
How y'all doing?
Fantastic.
My cats are being psychotic.
Psychotic cats.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Tiny Mel. Even though she
Happy
can't see
birthday!
Happy birthday!
Birthday, Tiny Mel.
Happy Good morning, Jelly Bean.
Hey, Chrissy. Hi, Jelly Bean.
Hi, Chrissy. I do not
Hurrah.
sleep much, so I am a little out of it.
My
Oh,
nose
I'll
is
fully-
runny. I'm
Catch it.
snotty.
Eat that.
Justin's got no motivation today either.
well, good thing you did stuff yesterday.
Well, he left this morning. He's
Oh.
got to go to Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia.
Crazy
I believe.
Peppo!
Hi, Crazy Peppo.
Morning. This is Jimmy.
Morning.
Warning.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
Yes, Jelly Bean, a real birthday. She's really 15.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
That's awesome that they came in second place yesterday.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Jimmy,
I gotta sew
take
some
on the
nails
day?
off today.
Huh?
Huh? I said, are you ready to take on the day?
No.
No, neither am I.
Jimmy
Happy
looks like he needs a
anniversary, Jelly
nap.
Bean. I just got up.
have to
Happy
say-
anniversary to play at Flipside.
Yesterday was our 2-year anniversary. I forgot to say anything.
Woohoo. Has it really been 2 years? God
Yeah.
damn.
Pretty proud of us, actually.
My concept of time is so out of whack.
Well, the pandemic did mess with the concept of time a lot. A lot, if we think
It was
about it.
just yesterday that
It really was.
Oh, come on, Peppo. I do that all the time.
Like,
I'm
I
just getting
swear,
old.
we've only been
We're
friends for like
still
2
during
years.
spring.
But if it's been 2 years here, that means it's been like 4 years.
Almost 5.
Pandemic time.
Really? Time flies when you're having fun.
It's true. I've gotten much older, I can tell. I watched some of my old videos that like our duets, and I'm like, ooh, I've gotten old.
Look, yesterday was the 1990s, okay? Let's
Yeah,
I know.
talk about
that's
time
true.
concepts.
It was.
you mean the 1900s?
Shut up, Jimmy.
1900s. Yeah, when I hear 1900s, I think of like 1919.
Right, like
You
the
know?
early 1900s. Not this bullshit where these kids are talking about if you were born before the year 2000. Fuck off.
The year 2000. If they're born the year 2000, how old are they now?
22, or will be this year. I know.
They're all legal age to drink.
Yeah.
Well, consider something. Here's the thing. Normally, when you're over here, you talk about early, mid, and late of anything. You're like 1, 2, 3 for early, 4, 5, 6 for late, 7, 8, 9 for. 4, 5, 6 for mid.
We got
and,
your point.
7,
Yeah.
8, 9 for late. As a result, I was born in the mid 1900s.
I was born in the late 1900s.
Yeah, Vixie was born in the late 1900s. I was born in the mid 1900s.
My parents were born in the mid 1900s.
I was born in a hospital.
You made it to the hospital?
Holy shit, Jimmy! I was almost born in a bar, so whatever.
I was almost born in the snow. My mom was walking in the snow. In Wisconsin.
Oh my goodness.
And
Uphill,
they had to take
both ways.
Both ways.
In
They had to
Georgia,
pick her
it's
up.
25.
They
That's
had
so
to.
strange.
They were walking to get the other cab because the other cab went into the. It was a bad snowstorm, and the cab went into the drift and couldn't get out. So they started walking her, and then another cab picked her up, and they took her just to the nearest hospital, which was just shut down. They actually flew people in so I could be born in the. I was the last person born in the hospital. I was the last person to check out of the hospital.
Wow.
So that was kind of cool. Except for I needed emergency surgery on my eyes when I was born.
Yes.
That was a little scary for my mom because they didn't have a full staff,
Jellybean says that she likes wording that she was born in the late 1900s because it makes people think she's some kind of vampire.
They
She is a
changed the
vampire.
drinking age to 25 in Georgia. I did not.
I think
know
that's
that.
ridiculous, but here's
What?
the thing: like in Arizona, did you know that? Okay, in most states you can buy lottery tickets at 18.
Right.
In Arizona, you have to be 21.
I think they should just decide on an age.
Yes.
Like, become legal at either 18 or 21 because
and
either
they
one of
pushed
those makes sense to me.
everything- They pushed pretty much everything except for voting to 21 at this point.
I think, honestly, in my opinion, if you're able to join a armed force
Which is
at
18.
you should be able to do all that stuff at 18.
Correct.
That's just my opinion.
Right.
But I think if we're asking our children to go over and die somewhere,
Exactly.
that they should be
Give
able to
them
at
all the
least
fucking
have a
booze they
drink.
want, but goddammit.
They should at least be able to get a drink
I
or
think
buy
they
a lottery ticket.
I think like if they go in at 18, I think they just want them to have that period of sobriety.
But here's the thing: is that never fucking happens.
That
I
doesn't
have
work.
never met a
They all
sober
end up drinking
18-year-old
anyway.
military member.
After I hit the age to where I could buy alcohol, I quit drinking.
Yeah,
no
see,
fun
that was
anymore.
A lot of people
It
do.
wasn't any fun anymore.
When,
Wasn't fun anymore.
I swear, I literally tell people I got all my drinking out when I was a teenager because, like,
When it was
by the
illegal.
time it was time for me to be an adult and start drinking, I was like, I've already done all this. I don't want to do it again.
Well, and how many times have they changed the drinking age? I mean, it's gone
Well,
back and
when
forth
my
between
parents
21
were
and
kids,
18.
it used to be 18 because you could buy 3-2 beer.
And there was also just before that, it was 16.
And you didn't have to be, when I was growing up, they changed the legal age to buy cigarettes to 18 because you used to be able to go to the store and buy them for your parents as long as you had a note.
Uh-huh.
Because I used to do that for my parents all the time. But then they changed it to 18 and now they've upped it to 21.
And now I
But
know
yet-
there's no good.
And I remember,
No,
in the 90s that if you were in the military, you could show your military ID and drink.
Yeah.
Because I remember having to know that when I was working. at
Well,
the
I
bar.
lived very close to an Air Force base growing up. And the reason why I said I've never met a sober 18-year-old Military
In the
members.
military.
Because most of the DUIs from back home were military members under the age of 21. Because when you got on base and you went to the dorms, there were huge dorm parties.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody fucking carded anybody.
No.
You're in the military. They don't care.
Hell, there was a bar that would let you in as long as you had an ID that said you were 18. It didn't matter if it was yours or not.
Yeah. We had a
Now,
couple of
granted,
those,
they would band your wrists if you were under 21. But do you know how easy those things are to fucking snap and go to the bar anyway?
Yep. You just pull from underneath.
Yeah. Like, I came from a town there ain't nothing better to do besides drink and fuck.
Or this.
Yep.
Double stamp. We didn't drink when we went out though, so it didn't really matter. I just saw everybody doing it. We didn't care.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Because we were goth industrial dancers. We didn't want to drink. We'd break our legs.
Oh no, man, that was even better to get drunk and fucking go dancing.
It's like, no, we'll just dance all night. Get that natural adrenaline
Now, granted,
going.
during my first
Somebody's
marriage,
gonna
I
break
drank
a leg.
lot, but that's a whole other story as to why I drank a lot. Much like Jelly Bean said that, when she got her first divorce, she started drinking again. I was drinking during the marriage.
I just saw that Delta 8 is illegal now.
Yeah,
I don't know what
because
that
there's
is.
a percentage of
What is that?
THC in it,
It's
from
a
what I understand.
THC derivative
Mhm.
Oh.
that you can take. That was legal,
Yeah, it's
but now they're pulling it off the shelves.
Yep.
And if,
because it's got a percentage
well,
of
not
THC
in
in
all
it.
states. Not in all.
If it is a recreational or a medically legal state, they won't pull it off the shelves. They will put it in dispensaries. If it is a non-legal state on either side of this, like
That makes
Kansas,
sense.
we don't have medical, we don't have recreational. Okay,
So if you went out, you would get and get it and bring it over state lines. You would be
correct.
You could be arrested for having it.
Correct. Now, Kansas is still
Possession.
recently.
I came out of a state there. And just said that.
Yesterday.
I wasn't even paying attention.
I don't know what states it is, so don't quote me. I just know that there was a thing I was reading this morning, and I'm really tired, so I can't remember what the details.
So the funny thing about Kansas is Missouri is medically legal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado's on the other side of us, which is recreational. They're legal. Okay. Kansas is sitting in the middle going, fuck you both.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here going, I had a green card. Can I please get my fucking medicine? No, it's illegal for you to have. Oh. But then they wonder why Kansas has such a fucking
high rate
painkiller epidemic. Because we do have one of the highest rates of painkiller addiction and deaths.
Yeah, that's the best, Jelly Bean, because they'll
pandemic.
know, because they'll have
Epidemic.
to pull it off the shelves if it is.
Personally, I think they just need to legalize certain things across the fucking board.
Yeah.
All right, I have a very controversial opinion on this.
Okay.
Legalize it all. Let Darwin take care of the rest.
Yeah.
I
That's
can understand that. There's
tax the hell out
an
of it.
organization. There's a legal organization. It's mainly like retired cops and people that are in law enforcement. It's called LEAP. And they want all drugs legalized across the board. That way it can be controlled in a manner that's safe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Oregon or Washington is trying to do the same thing.
Oregon is in talks. They're the most.
Okay, then it's legal. All of them are legal in Washington because they have clinics to where addicts can go and safely do whatever they're going to do, however you want to call it.
It's like methadone
clinics, yeah, but
more.
Right.
Well, and if you tax it, and it's like prohibition. When prohibition was in effect, the alcoholism was rampant. Death due to alcohol poisoning or alcohol-related accidents was through the fucking roof.
Because there's so many people, if you tell them they can't have something, they're going to make sure they want it so they can go get it. Yeah.
They legalized it. When prohibition was broken, it was legal. Everything was legalized. It took about 5 years.
Yeah.
But that's not long in history of
No, in the
5
span
years.
of things, no, it's not long.
So it took about 5 years, but by the time 5 years were up, the numbers were so low comparatively.
Right.
Plus, they're making tax money off of it.
Well, and here's the thing. All of the states that have legalized marijuana, there's only been one that has actually taken that back, and that was North Dakota. They decided they legalized it, and then a year later they decided, no, we're going to go ahead and recriminalize it. Every single one of those states has made so much money in taxes that they are trying to find things to put this money into. Colorado has put money into medical, has put money into school systems, has started building tiny villages for veterans who were homeless to get them the help that they need so that they have a place to live and they have something to work towards. California is completely out of their own state debt. They were out of their state debt a year within going legal. Wow. But yet the government isn't going to get the kickbacks that they get with the illegalization of marijuana.
Exactly, Sapphire, you're right. Good morning.
So,
yep.
On a state level, if your state legalizes it, that's fine, but it's still illegal on a federal level, which the feds can still come in and say, oh no, fuck you. No, you can't do this anymore. Fuck off. And there's nothing that the states can do about it.
It's crazy.
But because of the fact that lobbyists and people in the government system get so much money from kickbacks for the war on drugs, I don't ever foresee us going completely legal. We're never going to be Manitoba. We're never going to be Amsterdam, which is sad. Because
let's be Amsterdam.
I would rather go to Manitoba because in Manitoba everything is legal.
I actually had a
it's closer.
I actually had a doctor offer to write me out, get me a card. I'm like, what the hell for? That was the same one that
should be doing
it's the same one that was the same one that was asking me. He goes, you think we should get you some antidepressant medicine?
No, that's probably one.
Here's the thing, okay? This is my take on it. I have smoked weed since I was a fucking teenager, okay? It has been an antidepressant. It has been a painkiller. It has been what has kept me stable at most times, where I don't have to go out and get a prescription or search out narcotic medications or mind-altering medications like antidepressants. It's basically, for me, it's literally a cure-all. And there are so many people out there that have that same stance because they've tried it, it works for them. The pills that your doctors don't give you or that they give you don't work for them and they make you worse. But Big Pharma says, hey, we're going to give our government a fuckload of money if our doctors keep giving these pills to these people.
Yeah.
They would
rather...
Well,
I'm not saying it don't work for other people. I just
I
never said anything about being depressed. I wasn't depressed, at least not that I know of. Now some people have talked to me and I kind of understand that I can be depressed and not know it.
Yeah.
But the point is
we had that conversation.
There was no diagnosis. Yeah. He just flat out offered one. I'm like, are you just giving these out?
Yeah. There are doctors. No,
can I get a blood one so I can sell it?
Okay, so in my hometown, there was a doctor that got shut down for overprescribing because you could go in and tell that doctor what was wrong with you. They wouldn't do any kind of testing. They wouldn't do any kind of diagnostics. And they'd be like, oh, that's fine. Here's your medication. Bye.
Yeah.
There are doctors that are out there because
that's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
He was just passing it out. I mean,
yeah.
He didn't.
Well, that's because that doctor is probably getting a kickback from the fucking big pharma companies.
There was no testing or nothing like that. He just.
There are evaluations to find out if you're depressed or not.
Yeah, and there was no evaluation. There was just him sitting there talking to me for like 5 seconds. I mean, I always like to, like how they always like to ask you when you go in the doctor's office or something like that. Do you ever have thoughts of suicide? Who the hell don't? It's the follow through. The follow through. I'm too chicken shit.
I don't know what's gonna happen next. I need to be fucking immortal because I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen next, y'all.
Hubby says he's immortal or he's gonna die trying.
Yeah.
Actually,
It should be, sister.
I'm immortal. So far, so good.
So far,
So far,
I'm
so
gonna
good.
live, I'm gonna live forever.
It
So
shouldn't
far,
be
so
that
good.
hard to get your card in Texas because they are medically legal as far as I know. You're not wrong, Sapphire. The only time it's ever bad is when they do lace it with shit, which is a bad dealer, by the way. Bad dealer! Go away!
Morning.
Morning, Myrtle.
Hi, Muriel.
Morning, Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy. Oh, I already said hi, Chrissy.
So
I
I
can't
played
remember if I
Splat
said
last night
hi to
for a little
anybody.
while.
Splatoon.
But hi, everybody.
Splatoon. Sorry, I splatted somebody. I actually killed somebody.
Splatoon.
Chrissy, let's put it this way. As far as I'm concerned, green is way better than baclofen. Because I
have no idea what that is.
I physically saw somebody almost well, actually they did OD on baclofen, which is a medication that they give to cerebral palsy and MS patients.
Oh. What is it?
Baclofen?
Mhm.
It's a narcotic.
But is it?
I'm not sorry.
pain reliever, muscle relaxer?
It's not a narcotic. It's an anti-seizure medication.
Oh, anti-seizure medication.
Mm-hmm. But they give it to patients who have cerebral palsy and MS.
Ooh,
And then they also give it to people as a painkiller, which I don't understand how, if it's an anti-seizure medication, they give it to people for a painkiller. But whatever. One of the girls that I lived with at one point in my life was on it, and she OD'd on it.
Well, you can OD on anything. You
can OD on Tylenol, my dude.
Oh, I know. I had a girlfriend who did.
Tylenol PM.
I had a friend who had Tylenol PM. She could not sleep without it. I'm like, oh, dude, you need
I
to
can't
stop
sleep with
taking
it. I take NyQuil and it's
It's
the
a
opposite.
muscle relaxer, isn't it?
Tylenol PM.
No. The one you were talking about for cerebral palsy.
Baclofen. Yes,
Baclofen.
but it's an anti-seizure medication as well.
Because I'm telling you, I would take a muscle relaxer over a painkiller any day. Any day. That's usually where my pain comes from.
Klonopin and be happy about the fact that I'm not going to give a fuck about whether I'm in pain or not.
Klonopin was never that strong for me. It just kind of mellowed me out.
Yeah, that's the point of it.
Evened
It mellows
it out.
you out. It's kind of it's a lighter. And granted, it's got basically the same chemicals in it that Xanax.
It's Xanax. It's Xanax. I looked it up. It's Xanax.
But if you take 15 Tylenol, wait, what? You take 15 of them.
It'll be your last headache.
Your last
Well,
right?
That's
right.
That's an about. But it's not good for your kidneys and your livers will not be happy. Your livers.
Your kidneys and your liver.
That's what I was trying to say. Will not be happy with you, that's for sure.
No. That's why there's a lot of people who, like, when somebody has a kidney transplant, they tell you, don't take Tylenol! You stole that from Cat Williams. You mean Tank Tank?
I love Tink Tank.
Tank.
Cat Williams cracks me up.
Y'all just mad because my hair look better than y'all's.
I can only take
You love
Excedrin.
your haters. That's my
Excedrin migraine is the only thing that gets rid of my headache.
I can't take Excedrin because of the amount of aspirin that it has in it. That's why I have to be real careful with the amount of naproxen or Aleve that I take. Naproxen sodium has aspirin in it as well.
Well, it takes care of my headaches. It may have shortened my life, but hey, it takes care of my headaches.
Yeah. Every now and then, I have to take an Aleve. Like, my headache gets so bad, I have to take an Aleve. And I know that I'm like playing Russian roulette.
You wouldn't be able to take Midol either, sister.
Well,
Here, Jimmy, that's the thing. From now on, stop buying fucking Excedrin. It's probably more expensive than Midol. Just go get Midol. It's Tylenol and caffeine.
But then if I get Midol, then I'll have to pass it out at work.
Yeah, you
know where
can
I'm going with that one. You know where I'm going with that one. That would get rid of my headache if I gave it to everybody else.
Yikes!
It's one of the few times I drink Pepsi is when I have a migraine.
Oh yeah,
Pepsi
because
and
of caffeine in
Tylenol.
it. And Pepsi actually,
I swear it has
told
more
you,
caffeine
and
than
there's scientific
anything.
proof behind this that Pepsi actually has more caffeine than any other soda, including
I
Mountain Dew.
knew it! Because I
Really?
don't care for Pepsi,
Yeah.
but it always works on my
I thought
migraines.
it would be Dr. Pepper.
No, Pepsi has more caffeine than
A
Dr.
lot of
Pepper.
us thought it was Mountain Dew for the longest time.
Yeah.
Oh no,
One-
you're right. Now that's what I thought.
No,
Now,
Yeah.
no, Pepsi. They're
When
made
we
by the
were
same
told in
company,
the
however,
90s and 80s, the late 80s, early 90s, that it was Mountain Dew.
it was.
But it is a lie.
But yeah,
Jolt Cola. Remember
Pepsi
Jolt
has
Cola?
been proven to have more.
Oh, I
Surge.
remember that.
I remember Jolt. Do you remember Surge? Oh God,
Yeah.
it tasted so disgusting. But you gotta. You
Jolt
had to
was
fucking have
good.
it.
We used to call
Jolt
it
was
Hyper
amazing.
Belch.
Yes,
We used to call it
Hyper
Hyper Belch because I swear it was double carbonated.
it was. And
It was-
seriously,
it
you're
was-
not wrong.
As
Pepsi-
Cherry puts it was violent in the
It
mouth.
was violent. I don't like Coke products. The only Coke product I like isn't even a Coke product. It's a universal product, and that's what Jimmy drinks is Dr. Pepper. If I go to a restaurant that doesn't have Pepsi, it's Dr. Pepper. I won't drink Coke. Because if I want Coke, I'll just let a Pepsi sit out and let it get warm. Because warm Pepsi tastes like Coke to me.
Yeah, it does.
See?
Pepsi was made
Yeah.
to be cold. Coke was
It
made
was.
to be drank warm,
It was.
actually.
And let's not forget the fact that they used to put actual cocaine in Coca-Cola.
For a very short time, though. It wasn't very long. Before everyone went, this isn't a good idea.
The zero sugars, and I can't do the diets on anything. For one, diet sodas typically have aspartame in them.
I'm allergic.
Highly allergic. And the zero sugars do not taste like what they say they're supposed to taste
They
like. I don't
taste
care
like
who you
nail
are.
polish remover. to
Yes,
me.
they taste like
Okay, I'm not the
acetone.
only one.
No.
I was like, I don't like this.
I like not Code Red, Livewire Mountain Dew, the orange one. But I can't drink Mountain Dew out of a can or out of a bottle because it tastes like somebody puked in a bottle to me. I can drink it out of a fountain though.
That's weird.
Weird.
Did
I have
anybody
to
try the orange
Mine out
vanilla
of a bottle.
Coke?
Justin did, and
Orange?
he loves it.
It was orange vanilla Coke.
Justin loved it. I
It
was like,
pretty
nope, it's
good.
cool. Get the fuck
I was-
away from me.
I accidentally grabbed it, and I'm like, well, why not? I'll try it.
Fucking jelly
And-
bean. That's how our fucking ancestors were able to walk up 5 miles up the ways in snow. Melody.
I
Get
didn't
off
do
the
it.
Animal Crossing, woman.
You just wait till you see what I did yesterday. You are gonna
But that's
fucking
not
love
Hey,
it.
DJ.
That's not today.
I know, but I just could not stop thinking of Cherry as I
I
was
did not know that, Sapphire.
Aw.
Livewire mixes with whipped cream vodka. Tastes like orange Julius. I bet it does.
Fuck around. I'm gonna try.
Hi, Farrell.
I'm
I
gonna
bet.
fucking try that.
Where do you get whipped cream vodka from? Who
Liquor
makes
store?
that?
Ma'am, a liquor
I think
store.
No,
I've never heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, they sell it at liquor
A lot of them do.
You got to remember, I mostly worked at gay bars, and we just had straight alcohols, none of the fruity
This is a
shit.
new development. This has been within the last decade that this has actually been
Oh.
brought to a thing.
Oh, last time I worked 20 years ago. Was the last time I
Yeah,
worked.
yeah.
It's like the three wise men. I know who they are.
Johnny, Jack, and Jim.
Johnny, Jack, and Jim.
Wasabi.
Grey Goose has it. No. I've been trying to get some artwork
I don't know. I
done
didn't
for
drink
DeviantArt,
vodka anymore, so I don't remember.
so I haven't had time.
The funny thing is I hate vodka straight, but
I'm
pretty
not a
much
vodka
everything
person.
I drink has it in it.
Yeah,
I
because
don't-
it's great mixed with stuff.
It is great. It's a great mixture.
It's a green alcohol. I mean,
well, so
I like
good,
gin.
but you can drink UV blue vodka. I can't stand the UV brand itself. It's disgusting.
I am a very expensive drinker. I like Bombay Sapphire gin,
Mm-hmm.
which
Jose
is not,
Cuervo.
it's definitely top shelf. And I guess the cheapest thing I would drink is I like Spice Captain Morgan. Is it Captain Morgan Spice
Captain
Rum?
Morgan
Yeah.
Spice Rum, yeah.
Yeah,
With
that's
Dr.
Laura's
Pepper.
favorite.
The funny
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is once
That's
a
once
good
they get to drinking, and if you hand me what I think is Captain, and it turns out to be Sailor Jerry. Sailor Jerry.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, Sailor Jerry's a cheap version of Captain
I'm
Morgan.
not changing my name.
I really can't tell the difference. Now, if it's you give me like when I first start drinking and you give me Sailor Jerry, I'm like, get that shit away from me. I don't want it.
I remember. I know I've told the story before, but I'm telling it again. I went out drinking with my Irish twins, and on their birthday, and of course we land at Molly's, the Irish pub, and we start drinking around the islands, which is basically taking shots of scotch from all around the island, and people are trying to name what they are. Well, I have a Guinness and a gin gimlet sitting in front of me, and I'm taking shots. I'm the only girl at the table. There's like 30 of us. I'm the only girl at the table. And I have to get up and pee. So I go up, I go pee, I come back, I sit down, and there's this shot in front of me. And I'm looking around at all the guys, and they're just all staring at me. And I'm like, what is this? And they go, you tell us. And I went, okay. So I pulled it back, I tipped it, I tapped it, and I said, okay, first of all, I'd like to let you all know that you were all drunk under the table by a girl. And who the hell put Cuddy in front of me? And they're like, how did you know? If you have ever tasted Cuddy, you know what Cuddy tastes like. It is the worst. It is the absolute worst. It is nail polish remover with a brown tinge to it. It is disgusting.
Chrissy, I like the Jack Daniel flavor drinks.
But both Irish boys went, we're ashamed.
Red Bull and vodka with splash cranberry juice. Yes.
I don't.
Now, here's the thing, Farrell, is you can completely cut that in half and just do cranberry Red Bull and vodka.
Why don't you just do Red Bull and Jägermeister and have a drink to the horn god? I mean,
no,
while you're doing
I'm not going to drink fucking cough syrup. That's why. If I wanted to drink Robitussin, I'd go buy Robitussin.
That all sounds way too sweet to me.
You can't have anything with Red Bull. The only kind of Red Bull I can drink is the cranberry or the blueberry. Those are the
I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's probably the tannin.
So the funny thing is those are the only two Red Bulls. Now, as far as Monster, the only Monster I'm willing to drink is their Pacific Punch because it tastes like fucking caffeinated high. No.
Their coffee one isn't bad, but it's got to be cold. Like if you sip, you got to chug it.
I don't like the Java.
If I'm drinking it and it's cold, it's good. But if I'm sitting here, like I tried to drink it on one of these shows, and I'm sipping it while I'm talking, it got warm, it got gross. I'm like, oh my god, that's disgusting.
But the Monster Pacific Punch tastes like tropical or Hawaiian Punch to me, just really jacked up.
Too funny.
I'm the same way, Jelly Bean. I would rather elevate than drink, honestly.
And I was just.
I don't do either.
That we got
it just intensifies my stupidity. And I know this, so I don't.
Okay, so if we ever do a meetup and he shows up, we're going to have to get him to drink and elevate and get him crossfaded and see what kind of stupid shit he does.
What I used to love is when I was in my early 20s, everyone goes, I want to get you high. That was like, everybody was like, I want to, and I was like, no. It just wasn't my thing. I like ephedrine, and it was legal.
I don't like.
You better videotape it, because if I don't remember, it didn't happen.
Jimmy, we can't videotape anything anymore.
Record it on our phone.
We can record it though, and I am down for that.
I'd rather you videotaped. It's easier to get a hold of in this way.
I'm not bringing out Betamax just for your ass.
I don't have a VCR anymore.
Neither do I.
See, that's my point. Nobody.
Even if we got it on tape, I could transfer it really easy.
Damn it, Dixie.
Tech is my baby.
Now, here's the funny thing. Okay, I absolutely cannot stand the taste of cinnamon. Okay.
Oh, I love cinnamon.
But you put a bottle of Fireball in front of me.
Goldschlager.
And it's gone.
No, don't get me wrong. Goldschlager has a very smooth taste to it for me, and I don't mind the cinnamon in that. I can't drink a lot of it.
It's thick.
Aftershock, not a big fan of. But you put Fireball in front of me?
Fireball is a cinnamon whiskey, though. It is
I
a
understand
different.
that.
It's
Now, here's
different.
the funny thing. I take the first shot and I gag through it. And after that, I am fucking golden because I can drink the rest of that bottle.
It's a great thing to. It's honestly a great thing to take if you're getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what it's made with. The cinnamon is a hot herb which will tear through a lot of the infections and stuff. It's thick.
It is very well. It does have a thickness to it, more thick than most.
Goldschlager. Well, schnapps. It's a schnapps. Schnapps are thick. They're very sugary.
Rumplemints. Oh, I love Rumplemints. I don't know why I thought of that.
Rumplemints?
Yes.
One of the few things that hubby drinks.
Oh, I love it. Ah,
peppermint schnapps. He's like, it tastes good. It's the only thing that tastes good. Everything else tastes like crap. Or he drinks my mead. He likes it when I make orange blossom honey mead.
The last time I made meat, it tasted
It
like
is.
rock and roll, but it got me fucked up. So that's the only thing that mattered, right?
Oh my god!
I
There's
never
an art form
really,
to making mead.
I never really drank a lot because I was the designated driver.
Jimmy, why are you so boring? You don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do nothing.
He isn't boring though. I don't get.
I
You
know.
know.
I'm giving him hell.
Oh.
He has nothing that I can poke him with a stick with.
Actually, a lot of army people will have the little bottles of Fireball in their pockets, just for that reason. It'll burn through anything. If you're not feeling well, drink it quick.
Well, it'll sure as shit start a fire too.
Add a little alcohol to that twig.
Don't sober shame people. I'm not sober shaming. It was a joke and Jimmy knows it. Jesus, Farrell, you know how I fucking am, for fuck's sake.
Oh, beer. I think she meant beer. We drink deer.
When I was young,
I mean, to each their own.
It was cheaper.
I'm naturally drunk.
But I was just talking.
can't
I was
do
actually
beer.
talking to someone on TikTok. They were live. I can't remember who it was, so don't persecute me. But they asked me to come up, and I'm like, I am not camera ready. And they're like, just come up with your voice because like TikTok keeps taking out what you're saying. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I came up and I was voiced, and I said, this is why I moved to YouTube.
Right?
Because nobody lets me talk. I'm a fucking adult. I'm married with children. I should be able to say what I want to say.
But her name's not Peggy. I promise you guys.
No, my name's not Peggy. I got better hair.
All right, Farrell.
That
No
woman
beer
can
change.
sing. We're gonna fight, Cherry.
He always picking a fight. He always trying to fight.
Yeah.
I understand, Chrissy. I call that hiccup of the fingers. But
I think he's president.
I love that actor. He's an amazing actor.
Who?
Al Bundy or Ted Bundy?
Al.
Ted Bundy was a serial killer.
I know, but he just said
being a
Bundy.
smart ass.
Bundy for president.
Oh, I got quiet.
Nuh-uh. You got quiet.
You got quiet. You got caught. So anyways, I was telling them they were talking about different things, and they're like, shh. We were alluding to BDSM scenarios. We weren't even saying anything directly. It was kind of like we were saying stuff that was double entendres and innuendos. And this guy's like freaking out. He's like, they're gonna take down my thing. And I'm like, dude, we haven't even said anything bad yet.
I knew a guy that was related to Ted Bundy, by the way. He passed away a couple years ago. His actual last name really was Bundy. That was one of the first things I asked him. I was like, so you're related to Ted? And he was like, I'm getting real tired of that question, but yes. And I was like, that's all I wanted to know.
I don't understand this.
What?
What?
Oh, I see now. He said Al up here.
Yeah, I saw that after she said
Took me
that.
a minute. Sorry. Like I said, I didn't get a lot of sleep
I looked
last
up
night.
and go, yeah, he did say
I'm
Al.
a little off.
but it's still funny. He said, to be fair, Ted Bundy
Ted would
would
work
work
too.
Hey, Ted Bundy would work too.
Well, I don't know about that.
You look so enthused, Mel.
Mel, are you awake?
Uh-huh.
Okay, just checking.
I'm in the middle of a project. It's hard to put down.
Well, I was playing Splatoon and I splatted someone.
Oh!
Yeah, I heard that. See, I'm listening. I'm paying attention.
It was pretty cool for me. I'm like, ooh, I splatted someone, which basically she killed him. But
he's doing something, and I'm trying to talk to him, and he can repeat exactly what I said. You didn't look me in the face when I was fucking talking to you. I don't think you're paying attention.
Not everyone has an easy time looking people in the face all the time.
Woodstock.
Bird, not the actual event.
Yeah.
I can look people in the face when they're talking, but when I'm talking, I can't.
So when I did
you look at their ears or their chin?
couldn't look people in the face for the longest time.
I look anywhere.
Because I was...
Sometimes I look at the nose, the tip of the nose.
So when I talk to people and I look them directly in the eye, I have to pick an eye to actually, like, talk to them. Otherwise, I keep sitting there going back and forth between their eyes, and then I'm looking like a crazy person.
Pick an eye.
Yeah. But when I did hair, I couldn't look people in the face when I would talk to them because I was so used to looking at their hair and paying attention to what I was doing as I was conversating. And don't get me wrong, I still find myself doing that, but at the same time,
I hate that I do that. I feel rude, like not looking at people while I'm talking to them, but I can't.
I get it.
I don't.
Jimmy's just
because I know it's rude, and you're supposed to look at people, but
I don't even
in the United States anyway.
I look away.
Right.
I just look over behind them.
Even in some subcultures of the United States, you're not supposed to look people in the eye because that's rude. You
It's
looked at
intimidating.
me. You looked at me. I'm sorry. When I was in 9th grade, I got transferred from Michigan to Florida schools. And I'm leaning up against a locker, and I'm talking to someone I just met. And this girl comes and grabs my shoulders and tosses me across the hallway.
Excuse me.
I got up, I said, excuse me.
Later, Farrell.
What is that? And the girl I was talking to was like, and she's like, you're leaning against my locker. I said, well, you could have just said, excuse me, I need to get my locker, and I would have moved. You didn't have to manhandle me. And she got in my face, and she's like, don't look at me. You can't look at me. And I'm like, somehow I leaned against her locker, and then I looked at her. I'm like, culture shock all over the place. My little 9th grade self did not know how to deal with this. I was ready to like take a bullet at this point because I didn't know what else to do.
Well, and also how close you stand to somebody, because there are a lot of places, that people are like just normal conversation. They're very close to each other. And typically in United States, you usually, 2-3 feet apart.
I have a friend.
2 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't they have a hard time understanding personal bubble space. And I am a very big bubble person. I will not get close to you unless like it's a mutual, okay, this is fine. And the first time I ever talked to this person, they were like right here, and I was like, bubble.
It's a cultural thing.
And she looked at me and she was like, what do you mean bubble? I was like, you're in it, back the fuck up.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. I said, I believe in personal space. You invaded my bubble. And she's like, oh, okay. And she didn't realize that she didn't have that filter to let her know, hey, I need to
back up,
face myself away from people. Because for me, you get in my face, that's intimidating. I don't care if you're trying to be funny or cute or just be friendly or whatever. You get too close to me, I go into fight mode instantly.
Yeah.
And when I go into fight mode, it's hard to get the fuck out.
I have a friend who will literally flail her arms all around and scream, claustrophobic! Like,
Yeah.
don't get close.
No, because
I think the worst thing that I have done in the past when people get too close too fast is I don't do this very often anymore, but especially in my 20s, I would grab them by the neck and move them.
Yep.
I could see that.
Like, you have to back off now.
I very much could see that.
I haven't done it since my 20s, but I would still do it. But people,
I mean,
are
I
really
have no problem
intimidated by
Spartan
it
kicking
now.
a motherfucker if they get too close to me, honestly.
Yeah.
People are like, you're so intimidating. And I used to think, why? I don't do anything. And I thought, no, because people can tell that I would just reach out. And grab
Well,
some-
and there's certain
set you
people
here.
that are allowed to touch me, and there's certain people that are not allowed to touch me.
Oh, yeah, I can be a very tactile person with right people. I'll be huggy
Right.
and clingy and hold their arm or, you know.
Right. If I
And-
if I
and-
feel comfortable with a person, then yeah, by all means, go ahead and touch me, fine, whatever. But if there are close people in my life that are not allowed to fucking touch me. There are people I have had sex with in my life that are not allowed to touch me. Legitimate.
Well, it's like people will assume that that hubby and I are very tactile people because we are tactile with each other, but
Not with
That-
anybody else.
if anybody else played with my hair in public, I'd probably beat the shit out of them.
Uh-huh.
Don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair.
There's been a lot of
That's
people
not
that
She
your
likes
hair.
it too much.
There's been a lot of people
Yeah.
that have learned a very valuable lesson. If you have tattoos, that does not mean that you have. If somebody else has tattoos, that does not mean that you have permission to touch them.
Pregnant women. Everyone thinks they have the right to touch the belly.
Oh, I won't do it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will not do it. They're like, unless I am asked, do you want to feel? I'm like, I'm not touching you because that's an invasion of your
I don't
privacy.
even comment on it.
No.
No.
I think that's rude. Just don't
Yeah.
say anything unless they bring it up first. You
Right.
keep your mouth freaking shut.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
That
like,
is
okay,
not a
so
conversation.
When Cupcake and I went and got our nails done the other day, the girl who did my pedicure was severely pregnant. I didn't make one comment about it because it wasn't.
It's not yours. Not
It's
your
mine,
business.
It's not my business, you know. I felt bad because while she was moving, my foot kept hitting right here on her because she was bending over, and I was like, I am so sorry, and she's like, it's fine, I'm used to it. I was like, but I feel dirty. But yeah, no. During warmer months, when I'm running around, like especially if I'm at an outdoor concert, people used to do this to me all the time because of my tattoos, because I have them all over my body. People would come up and touch my back. I'm like, why the fuck are you touching me for? Oh, I was looking at your tattoo. You can look at my tattoo all you want, but don't fucking touch me.
We look with our eyes, not our hands.
Yeah, we look with our
Yeah.
eyes, not our hands. My hands are going to do some looking in a minute.
Right,
Yeah.
my hands are gonna look for your fucking nose and see how many times I can break it in one place.
Back up, back up, back up.
And Sapphire, I'm the same way. Like I try, if I can't look somebody directly in the eye, and there's a lot of people I can't because I feel like I've been told a lot that I'm a very intimidating human being in person, for as short as I am, because I'm loud, and that's fine.
I think I'm intimidating because I'm quiet.
And that's
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
you can be.
Yeah. So either way,
And I fall somewhere in the middle.
right. And there are people that I know that, you know, if I can't look them in the eyes, I try to read their lips if I can. Well, the problem being is I have a couple of close friends that are very insecure about their mouths because they have teeth issues. It's very hard for me sometimes because I'm like, well, I can't look them in the face because I don't want to be intimidating. I can't watch their lips because they're going to think that I'm freaking out about their mouth. So what the fuck do
Yeah.
I look at? Can't look at their boobs.
Look
Yes,
at
you
their
can.
toes.
Always look at the
Ears.
boobs. Ears.
Go for the ears.
But what if
Go
their
for the
hair's down
ears.
and I can't see their ears?
Boobs.
Imagine you can.
I'm just going to put a
Tell
dot on everybody's forehead right
Tell
now.
them to pull their hair back. Go.
If you can put
Excuse
a
me,
dot,
before
you
we
can
get-
put an ear.
Before we continue this conversation, can you please pull your hair back? It's distracting.
Right.
Right.
I can't look you in the face right now. Can I look at your ear? Good morning, Liza.
Liza, I don't
Liz,
think
you
you're
just have one of
intimidating.
those open, honest faces that it's not intimidating.
No.
I'm
You got
only,
the mom
evidently,
factor.
I'm only intimidating at work.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Jimmy at work.
Jimmy, I would laugh at you if I worked.
Yes, I would.
Everybody else does too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, they learn their lesson.
They're laughing at you, Jimmy.
Well, most of them are like, I can't tell if you're being funny or serious. I'm like,
No,
that's the
I
way I like
it.
it.
That's the way I like it.
I'm over here and sarcasm just naturally flows out of my face and people are like, are you serious? And I'm like, do I fucking look serious? Well, yeah, you do. Oh, fuck, sorry.
Well, it doesn't help that most of them at work
Jellybean.
make it easy.
I did not realize how much of a resting bitch face I have until we started doing this show. The first year we started doing this, I went back and watched our shows. It was like, oh my God, I really do have a resting. I look like I am going to eat everybody for lunch.
I've surpassed RPF and I have RCF and there's not even medication for that. There's no cure for it.
I think it's funny to look back at the old shows before Mel had the headphones, and every time Mel would try to talk and nobody could hear her and just kept talking over her, so Mel would just go.
And then she got earphones and we could hear her.
And then she got a Switch and started playing Animal Crossing while we're fucking live.
Hand check. Remember
Look,
those on the bus?
Whole new meaning.
Scratch last night, okay?
Hand check. Speaking of lunch,
Ah,
I had pancakes and sausage for breakfast, and they were delicious.
I gotta do some dishes before I can pull some chicken out to defrost it. I think I'm gonna make chicken for dinner.
Chicken.
Chicken.
I woke up. I was famished this morning. I don't know why, but I was so hungry after my second 2-hour nap.
I'm just a wall.
I'm just a wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just talking about you again. I don't know.
You know, it happens.
I woke up and instantly regretted the half a box of Slim Jims I ate last night.
Oh my
I
gosh.
wonder why.
Slim Jims are so greasy.
He had Taco Bell, but
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
I don't like Slim Jims. They're
Same,
just
Chrissy.
too
Everybody
greasy.
always thinks that I'm pissed off between my tone of voice
Wisconsin
and the way
sticks,
that I
on the
look.
other hand.
I can't do Slim Jims. They're too fatty to me.
They are way too greasy.
I woke up and said, "Oh yeah."
No.
Oh, yeah.
You woke up and said, "Oh no."
I got a TCC. I got a poo.
Jimmy, you got to try old Wisconsin beef sticks. They're so much better.
You got to be able to find them, though.
Yeah.
Walmart has them.
I've never.
Not our Walmart.
Not ours either.
Did you get any dicks yet, Jimmy?
No, not yet.
Damn it!
We're very excited
I mean,
about this.
We've shipped off the bags. I don't know when they're going to start putting them.
I mean, they have a whole website with the shirt and the pictures of the chips on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I asked the owner, and he said, yeah, they're actually making chips. They will be.
Just they haven't
not
got
out
them
yet.
all out yet. Yeah, Wisconsin sticks are good because they're like actual summer sausages, but they're not greasy.
I like summer sausage.
And they're good.
And just for you people, that's potato chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a brand of potato chips. It's called
Can't
dicks.
eat just one. Yeah.
Oh, so holy shit! I had something happen.
You got me
today.
back.
It's not a big.
I know.
It's not a big deal, but it is to me.
But it's a big deal.
I put those pictures of the cardigan that I made up on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
3 people retweeted it.
Nice.
Nice.
I said, what? Why are people retweeting my shit? And then I went back and looked. I was like, people are gonna see. Oh shit!
Somebody heard you yelling off the cliff. I'm here. I got something to say.
Well, the funny thing is the only reason that I actually put the app back on the phone is because Hubby asked us in WhatsApp if any of us had Twitter, and I was like, well, I have an account. And then I went to log into it and couldn't fucking remember what it was, so I just made a new one. And apparently it helped.
Yep.
But now I'm like, well, now I have it. I have to use it.
So now we have L.
Ellipsis.
Ellipsis.
Howdy,
Also goes by
Vixie.
L.
Vixie.
L.
Vixie.
I
Your
know.
very favorite punctuation.
I know, it is my favorite punctuation. But hubby calls her L, so I'm used to hearing L.
Ellie, actually.
Ellie.
Ellie? Okay.
Be here next week? Is
On
that
the
right?
19th.
The 19th. That's a week from
2
Saturday.
weeks. Yeah, it's 2 weeks from yesterday. Yeah.
So that's exciting. I'm very excited about that. So if you haven't, hubby did put a link in the Discord
Yeah.
to her site. So if anybody wants to check her work before she
Yeah,
gets
I've got some homework to do. I gotta get
Assignments
caught up
all
on
around.
Steve's shit, and I gotta get into fucking Rich's shit too, because I saved the bookmarks and I'm a bad kid and haven't gone through them yet.
Go steady. Go steady.
What are you chewing on, woman?
It's a tie.
It's a tie?
You know, the ones they wrap around stuff and
Twist tie.
Oh.
It was just here because from the
I use those to
from
string
yesterday.
beads on my little elastics to make the eyeballs.
Mm-hmm. See,
Oh,
you
like
still got
a
twist in it.
It's
I actually
don't bite
need
it with
this.
your teeth. It's bad.
Oh shit, honey! You're talking to the girl who, when I had braces, put everything in my mouth.
Jellyfish.
Not gonna say.
Everything.
I was 11
You gotta make it a
years old
jelly
when I got
bean
braces,
fish.
Jimmy, don't start that.
Jelly
It needs to
bean.
be a jellyfish, but a jelly bean. And my work here is done.
After whatever flavor of jelly would be the closest to the colors.
Jelly. I like raspberry jelly. Well, actually, I like raspberry jam.
I like boysenberry.
I like cherry.
Boysenberry or boys and berry?
I like cherry, but I only
Berries
like
and
it
cream.
when we make it. I don't
Berries
like the
and
kind you
cream.
get.
Berries and cream.
That would be man of war
Boysenberry
jelly.
tastes like candy.
That would be a man of war.
Yeah, well, my deodorant smells like Jolly Ranchers, but they call it Wolfthorn.
What flavor Jolly Ranchers?
The blue raspberry.
Oh. That's right. Eliza's
I already
got it.
did.
Don't forget to like the show.
I already did.
I like
And don't
it
forget that
twice.
we have Bitches with Switches tonight. And if you want to get on the game page, Splatoon 2 is being downloaded by many of us, so
I got it.
I'm pretty sure there will be a challenge at some point soon.
Tuesday's my comment day.
Tuesday's my comment day. too.
If I don't do it all in one day, then I'll forget to do it at all.
I just keep going until I find that I've already commented, and then I just skim for maybe a week or two at everybody else's.
Look, I like the videos and I comment when I remember to, and I go as far back as my patience will allow me to. Like, okay, I've been on YouTube long enough. I got to get back to TikTok.
Right?
YouTube draws me in more than TikTok does.
We're back at 407.
Oh, good. We lost somebody, but we got somebody back.
Yeah.
I'm showing 9.
9 people
Oh,
watching, but we have 407 subscribers.
Oh.
Subscribers.
Oh.
Subscriptions. So yes, be sure to tell your friends because we're getting very, very close.
And they're gonna be a loot box.
Oh my gosh.
Thousands of dollars worth of shit, y'all.
I'm about to put this bracelet in.
We're just
At
trying to
at
fucking get this
500?
shit away. I like that.
That's
500?
pretty. Yeah, 500.
Okay.
And I got a bracelet that I got a little QR code on so people can just scan it and just automatically.
Scan me.
Yeah,
Get me! Tap it.
Myrtle, what movie are you going to watch? I really want to know.
Yeah, we have birthday dinner tonight. I'm not sure we'll be home in time.
I got it. I'm there.
I'll be here.
And next week, the DLC.
New tracks.
I don't know, man. Last night was pretty entertaining since I, actually fixed the whole computer situation.
Right?
I told you that there was going to be an amazing moment once you got
Yeah,
that.
I didn't think it was going to be that much of a difference, though.
It's Ethernet. Wow.
Yeah, but no. I knew that the computer was going to go faster. I didn't think the Wi-Fi was going to be that good.
You can put an Ethernet cable up to your switch also.
I'm not trying to do that. Do you understand what would happen if I did that? I wouldn't be able to fucking stay on a track to save my fucking life.
The lag is gone. So gone.
I should ask my dad if he could run an Ethernet cable while he's here.
Oh yeah,
It's not hard.
A good idea.
I did it myself.
It's not that it's hard. It has to be done in a way that is
Won't
approved.
interfere.
Okay.
Gag-a-day strips. It does happen. It does happen. All right, everybody. It is lunchtime.
It's time for us to go do the shit
It's
that we
time
gotta
to finish
do
my
between the
Animal
shows.
Crossing.
You better eat some
Look, I
lunch
got
at some
dishes
point.
to do and vacuuming to do and
You got stuff to do?
Oh, I gotta go get my laundry out of the dryer. And
I
fold
gotta
another
wait
laundry
for
and
my
fold away.
kid to come home to do his laundry before I can do mine. That's why I usually do it on Monday and Tuesday and, get it actually put where it belongs on Thursday. I have
We-
literally...
Hey, you have a system and it works for you. That is good.
That was
Yeah,
so
so what happens
convoluted
is-
to me. I was like,
Well, and I've
No.
gotten better about it
I
because what
understand
I've
it.
started doing is
Oh.
when the dryer beeps, I go and I get all the stuff that I hang it up and then I
I have
put
to look
away.
that
But
up, Myrtle.
I started folding everything and putting it in the basket that gets folded. And that basket will come into the bedroom and sit in there for 2 or 3 days before I'm like, oh, so I should probably put that away before Justin gets home. Not that he fucking cares.
oh
But
my
still.
goodness.
Yeah, it's got to sit there for a couple of days before I'm like, oh, I should.
My
do
house
that.
is really quiet.
Oh, that looks like a good movie, Muriel.
I might need to take a nap.
I think you should take a nap.
I want to see
Dog?
that. Let me know how it is. Yeah. It's this guy. I don't know really the full story, but this guy has to transport a dog for some reason.
Oh,
They're like
yeah.
on a road trip.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum. Yeah.
That did look good. I did see the preview for that. When I was watching something.
All I
on
heard was male
Amazon.
stripper and went, meh.
Mel Stripper, you heard Channing Tatum.
It looks funny though. It looks like a funny, heartwarming kind of story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
like-
Cherry's. Not Cherry's bag.
No. Considering when I bought movies yesterday, I did buy 3
She
girl
got
movies.
Mean Girls.
I did, hold on.
Oh,
I'll show you.
what?
I know. Hold on. So
Mean Girls.
I got Elysium, Looper, and Total Recall,
Looper's really good movie.
and I got all 3 Road Mad Maxes.
I approve.
Was that the one with Hayden Christensen?
No.
No, that's the one with
Looper?
Tom Hardy.
No, Looper.
Oh no, that's Joshua Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Really?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And I got
No, that was
Fiction because
Push.
I needed more
What I
copies
was
of
thinking.
Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction
you
in
were
my
thinking
house.
Push. Push was good
Jumper. No, Jumper. I don't
Jumper is the one with Christian
Jumper.
Hayden in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And Push is
Push-
the one that's got Chris Evans in it.
Yeah. And Dakota Fanning?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Dakota Fanning is amazing
And
in
then
that.
I got
Yeah.
She's the Man, Clueless, and Mean Girls.
I was so proud. I'm like, oh.
Look, I got Josie and the Pussycats in the living room too.
You should burn that.
We have to
No.
have a sleepover at Cherry's.
And I got Super Punch. Those
Keep
are my
that
girl
one.
movies.
Have you ever seen Jawbreaker?
Yes.
Yes.
That was
Judy
not
Greer.
what I was expecting when I was watching
Judy
that
Greer
movie.
in that movie. Man.
That was an amazing movie, but that was not what I was not the direction I
No.
saw that movie going when I went
Yeah.
started watching it. Because I didn't know what it was. It was just Jawbreaker, and I saw those 3 girls on the cover, and I'm like, okay, we can watch it. Somebody said, put that in one day, and okay. And
Also, just so you know, one of my favorite movies is a girl movie.
which
Look
one?
at her trying to defend
She's all
herself.
that.
I
Really?
was gonna say. I thought you were
I
gonna
don't
say
think I've ever
Carrie.
seen that.
You
No,
haven't?
not Carrie.
Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I have to give Freddie Prinze Jr. props though, because he did really good in Scooby Doo.
He's from New Mexico.
The only one who did not good was Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh,
Yeah.
She
Oh,
just
and they
played
ended up
Buffy
getting
in a purple
married.
dress.
Right.
I was like, everyone worked so hard on character development and voiceover, and you sucked.
And here comes this Buffy bitch.
I was pissed.
Anyway.
But he did good. I was pretty impressed. I didn't even know it was him at first. Took me a minute. I'm like, I know him. Holy shit, that's Freddie Prinze Jr.
I think Matthew
Blonde hair
Lillard
threw
did
it
the
off
best.
too. It was like,
Matt
Matt
Lillard's
Lillard.
a very good actor.
he is amazing.
Yeah.
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 Matthew Lillard.
He's also on TikTok.
Boiler Room. If y'all haven't seen Boiler Room.
Boiler Room was such a good movie. We're going to sit here and just keep going over.
Right? I know. Don't get us on movies. That's like
That's like getting us on food. Food and movies.
Right.
We're done. Okay, we'll talk later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, love you. Bye. Good night.
Bye.
It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.